What's up, creative faces? L up on 7 Creative Sound. How y'all feel? We are live right now, which means that these videos can be rather lengthy. We're working in Studio One today. What's new, right? What's new? We'll probably be inserting machine at some point, but we are doing this from scratch. And just before we get started, just want to let you guys know that running a sale on the course site, on the university, Creative University, running a sale right now. Just visit creativeu.art, KREATVEU.art. Also, join us on Discord because this is where we are hanging out there. A lot of like-minded people, beat makers and whatnot. We are here. We only here just posting stuff. We sharing valuable information, conversation. You know what I'm saying? Just like-minded people. Some people are posting beats and giving critiques. That type of thing. So that's what it's about. All right. Two Nickels is in the building. What's up, bro? What's up? What's up? All right, let's paint something. Let's get to painting. So, kind of going through some sounds, some loops or whatever. I don't know what I'm. I like that. That's kind of cool. So the BPM is 135. What is the BPM of this? So this thing is 86. Kind of like that vibe. Huh. Let's turn this into a stereo. There we go. "803, what up, bro? Birdman is in the building. What up? What up? We figured out what was the crash at the song session. Melodyne apparently S1. Now I have to wait until next month to upgrade my Melodyne. Why is that? All right. This is where machine comes in. Machine. Boom. Mello, bro, where have you been? You need to explain yourself, brother. Don't be coming in here like you been here the whole time, bro. He gonna say, bro about to cook. No, bro, you need to explain yourself. You ain't been here. It seemed like a year. We done sent out we sent out a troop for you, bro. I guess they found you. Did they find you? Did they tell you Ella was looking for Mello? Dude, where have you been? You need not to ever disappear like that again, bro. We was all worried about you. We went from seeing you all the time on the stream to never. I thought you was a traitor. Like you started. I thought you switched over to somebody else's stream. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, we lost a brother. We lost a good streamer. We lost a good commenter. I'm sad, bro. Like, where you been, bro? We need to take a moment and figure out where the heck you, bruh. You was in Clifton with your brother. Oh, you was at a wedding. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear you all right, bro. Cause we was like, we was trying to, did the dude get kidnapped or what happened? Did they find Mello? They found him. They got him. Well, it's good to hear you all right, man. y'all can see that. See how everybody reacted. Like, what? Mello was here? Man. Mello was back. Yeah. We look out for our people, you know what I mean? If you're regularly here, we'll know. We'll know you're not posting and stuff. It's all good though. Mello's back. We can all relax. And we can call that search off. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell them, I'll give them a call and let them know. I don't know why. No, I'm not hearing anything. No. Let's see. Let's look for some stuff. Everything I can. Oh. I think I know why some of my stuff is not being heard. I think I get it. I gotta re-download stuff. Certified gold, guys. Certified gold. I think I can put that in there. Let's put effect on that one. Let's put a record. Maybe not. Let's put a reflex. Yeah, I like that. Why does it stop? Why did you stop? Oh, that's why. Valid Productions is in the building. What up? What is that thing you're using to make beat? It is called a machine. This thing is called the machine. This is the MK3 model, and this is the software that goes with it. The gray window in the middle of Studio One. So I'm using two different platforms actually. Javiani's in the building. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? So I just post a course. Well, I post a video promoting the course using this thing. Let's put this one right here. Pressure sensitive. That's the first idea. Now we about to. some notes. I think I want to pick another one. Another bass sound. These things just come to me. It's loading. What if I... Wow, this thing is taking forever to load. Let's stick with the kicks. Get the kick. Doing something. Try that again. Let's do that. Okay. up, Dave? Hey, Dave, did you know Mello was here? Ron, you see Mello? What up, DJ Sticks? What's up? Jay Beats in the building. What's happening? Devin is here. Devin, did you see Mello? Oh man. DJ Freaknik is here, is in the building. About to open up machine. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Gotta love a machine stream. Absolutely. I wonder if I could add a little more sauce to that, to the bass here. That's it. That's different. that's right. Do 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 do. Something like that. Right there. And I don't even have to do it over. Yes, I do. I think that's what I did. Now I need the guitar. I heard. I missed it. Maybe not. I'll leave it out. But we need to get them guitars in there. Oh, more guitars. More guitars. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Let's get that. Let's get the hollow body in here right quick. Thumbs up on the video. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, you got the open backs came in, bro. Open back sounds so good. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. These things are amazing. good to have you back, Mello. It is really good to have you back. Ain't gonna lie. That whole team rooting for you, bro. Probably need to be like a crunchy. in there. Just bits and pieces, you know what I'm saying? I like it the second time around. Second time around. Alright. This. I heard this for right there. Take this out like that. Check this other one out. Nudge over. Thank you very much. I'm gonna take it there. And for right now, we'll just leave it like that. It has to be with um with some type of reverb, so I can turn up the reverb in here. Just turn it up some, bruh. Let's damp it some more. No, let's just get it out. Let's just push this out. Oh my gosh. Okay, 2. Let's push this out to 2. Guitar could be number 2. I think the track is done, to be honest. Don't really need vocals, but I'll just play it to see if I can. I don't know. Just never know. You just never know.
Put it back together. To scammer everything you said on you.
I guess if I do it like that sounds good.
Got my head going sideways. Too soon. Oh, it's too soon. Oh, it's too soon. Too soon. Got my everything you said. Here we go. Here we go. Ooh,
Now that's fire. I like that. That's dope. That's fire. Yes. If we do it like that. That's fire. I wish I could pitch that. Maybe I could find something.
Got my head on to put it back just to how replay.
Hmm. Maybe I could change the note right there. Let's see. What's up, Blue Skis? Blue Skis in the building. What up, Brazil? Yeah, it's crazy how that happens, right? At first I wasn't gonna do it, but then it's like, DJ Zia, what up? Alright, that's what we got. That's what we got, guys. I just allowed myself to be creative and then just came up with this. I have no idea where that came from. I had no clue we was heading in this direction. I don't even know what genre this is. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know. I just see that's why we call ourselves creative. Just allow yourself to be creative and just come up with something. Yeah. I heard a few people say Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. Then someone said, I guess you meant by the way I meshed the vocals with the guitar. And then someone mentioned Santana type vibe. Um, I don't know. I just come up with stuff and digging a new look. See, that's how long you've been gone, bro. I appreciate it. I just been dabbling around with some stuff, trying to. I don't know. It's kind of a mixture of something old I did before in the past with a little new edge, shift things a little bit, make what I'm saying. Yeah. So guys, you should be here. You should be here. CreativeU.art. It's where we are in terms of learning this stuff detail by detail. I teach this stuff in the courses on the website. CreativeU.art. This is what it's all about. I have a machine course on there. I got some stuff with Studio One on there, and the buck don't stop here. We just keep going. There will be more courses uploaded to the site pretty soon. So, you know, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about, guys. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know the vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Join us on Discord, guys. We are here. We are here. The paint crew's in the building. We are on Discord having fun, doing it up. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all of the thumbs up, though. I really do. Appreciate all the thumbs up. And if you are watching the stream for the first time, I appreciate if you subscribe. Just subscribe. We do this all the time. We try to go live every day and just come up with some stuff. Paint live on air. You guys motivate me. You know what I mean? I don't know how I come up with this stuff every single day. Just being creative. Because what I could do is just do the same thing every day. Just do the same thing. I challenged myself actually when I said, I'm gonna go live every day. I'm gonna do this every single day. And I didn't know I had this type of stuff in me. I just didn't know. I'm like, man, I challenge Ella. I challenge you, Ella, to come up with something every day. He said, what kind of kicker are you running? I don't know what that means. Now, what I'm running is a sale. 20 to 50% off on each course. That's one thing I'm running. 20 to 50% off each course. What's up, Paul? Paul is in the building. Subwoofer. Subwoofer. I'm not running any subs right now. I don't have my subs are not connected. But I do have the KRK sub. It's in storage right now. Yeah. But that's why I got these headphones. Because since I can't have the subs plugged up, I have some headphones to kind of give me that realistic sound of what I can expect anywhere, like a wide range of what to expect. So I adjust my levels accordingly, wearing headphones, open back headphones like this. I love these things. I might need to go ahead and grab me a second pair, because they do make these things lightweight, and it's already kind of wear and tear. So I might need to grab me a second pair, man. Or I could just hit up AKG and be like, hey, y'all, let me get one of them headphones. I'll do a review. Let me do a review on one of them headphones y'all got. Yeah. Keyword sell. So on the website, all of the courses there are like 20 to 50% off on all of the courses right now. The new ones I will drop in the future will not be on sale. Those will be full price. And the course that's on the site now may come out of the sale mode. I don't know. I say if you grab them now, you'll be locked in. Because I may change my mind. I may change my mind. So just visit creativeview.art. Check out what I have on the site. If anything fits you, go ahead and just grab it. That supports me, supports the channel. It helps me keep going. It's honestly why I do this. The course website is the extension of what I do here on YouTube to help keep things going. You know what I mean? The internet's not free. These cameras I bought so y'all can see me well, it's not free. The lights around here is not free. This equipment ain't free. I ain't free. I'm not free, but I sure do put a lot of free content on YouTube. Yeah, these headphones are really comfy, yo. Really comfy. It's got the velour around it. Huge ear cups to cover your entire ear. And it's like plastic. It's made out of plastic. So it sits on the head nicely. It's not too tight. You know what I mean? If you move your head fast enough, it'll come off, obviously. And it's open backs. It sounds wonderful. It sounds wonderful. You wouldn't use these in the studio to record vocals now, I'll tell you that, because they bleed. These will bleed. Sponsorship. There you go. The next video gonna be like, brought to you by AKG. This video was sponsored by. That would be cool. Instead of saying Squarespace. Sponsored by Squarespace. Y'all seen them videos? It's like almost every YouTuber. It's sponsored by Squarespace. I can say sponsored by AKG. Yeah, the link to these headphones are in the description of this video. If you scroll down to where it says Amazon links, or like all of the gear that I use, the link there will take you. There's a list of things on Amazon. I made a list for y'all, actually. It's a list to all the stuff that I use. So I got the speakers on there. I got the headphones, the other headphones that I wear sometimes. I got some of this gear on my table that I use. The MK3, the Complete Control, and just, random stuff that I use that y'all see me in the video, and stuff that y'all never saw on video. Stuff that I used in the past years ago and I liked it. I put that on there. I think I have even the cameras that I'm using, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I have some random stuff on there. The stands that I use to put my NK3 on there. A lot of people ask me about the stand. Like what type of stand is that? The link to that is it's in that Amazon link. Like everything is on that link. So y'all can furnish your entire studio based on the stuff in that link. Y'all could be like me. I want everything Ellip got. Yeah, that list is down there in the description. Go ahead and quench your thirst. Ron is back in the building. Thank you for the soup sticker for sale. $3 to my name. I appreciate it. Pure character, stretching his arm forward, raising his thumb up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate it. I really do. I really do. What chair is that? Ah, see, that's one thing I didn't update the list with. I have to update the list with this one. I don't know what chair this is. I don't remember. It's I think it's a Von Racer. That's the name on this thing. Von Racer. But there are several models though, right? This particular one, I guess I can update that list with this particular model. Yeah, but pretty much it's a gamer chair. Pretty much that's what it is. And I like to be strategic about everything that I do. I didn't just grab any one of them. I grabbed the one that I thought fit me better, um, fit my vibe, my style, or whatever. I was looking at the way that it was made, like the cushion in the seat, like because some of them, it's a lot of them that are made similar, but it was like there are slight changes. So yeah, this one I feel like it's comfortable. It's got like a little recliner pull out thing on it, man. Talk about comfortable. I'll be in this joint like this, man. I'm be at the desk with my hands on the keyboard, just like that. It's just so comfortable, man. The other one I had was comfortable too. I had the one I had before this, but it was on its last legs. I had that thing for a few years, and it was just time to update. I know I'm gonna be getting another chair in the future because this one, I just got this real quick, just until my next setup. Then I'll be probably getting something else. This is just to hold me for a little bit. Yeah, the other one, the other chair I had, the it wouldn't let back anymore, and then like the gears, one of the gears broke on it. Yeah, it was kind of bad. It was tearing apart. You know, it was all types of stuff going on with that one. So I had to get my life together. You know what I'm saying? Sensei, I think when someone sends a sticker, it's a description of the little tune in this. It's the description of the little tune in the sticker, not what the person actually said. Huh? It's funny you say that because I did do something like this where I raised my hand, and I thought that was, never mind, never mind me. Oh man, never mind me. Hey, I don't get enough. I don't get enough super stickers to even know what how all that stuff works. So I appreciate you pointing that out because I certainly didn't know that. I send super stickers to other people sometimes, and I never noticed that though. I do know that there's certain type of super stickers that you can purchase, but I haven't, you know, I haven't broadened my spectrum when it comes to sticker sending. I'm looking forward to a comfortable chair to work in. Yeah, that's very important. That's probably one of the most important thing to do when working in this field, especially. You sitting here for hours and hours and hours and hours. I sit here all day, literally, and just like you have to have comfortable headphones for long listening periods of time, you have to have comfortable seat to sit here all day to do these type of things. It's very important. So yeah, I do understand absolutely. Oh, it's all good. Just want to make sure that the loop went through. It's all good. It's all good. I guess that's all that matters, right? I got me $3. I appreciate the $3. I appreciate it. If you are just joining us right now, thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel, and I also play the tune that we came up with. If you just came by, this is what we did. Now I have to structure this thing into something. I got to make it into a song so it can sound better, you know, something like that. So it can sound better, maybe, maybe. I have to go through all of these things and I'm working on something, guys. I can't tell you yet, but I'm working on something and I'll make an announcement. Um, we taking things to the next level here. I don't want to stay stagnant. You know what I mean? It's time to take things to the next level, and I think that's all I'll say. Got some things brewing up in my head. I always got something going on in my head, man. But want to take things to a whole nother level. Let's see how this go. You know what? I should have did that on another take. I didn't think to do that. I'd have messed it up. It's cool. I can see it. Let's do that again. A little variation, you know what I'm saying? Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay. I like that. Do. I got to figure out how to come out of that because I don't want to do the same thing right there. Let's see. How will that work? Chris Cares, what's up? Appreciate it. I'm stuck. I just have to figure it out, you know? Maybe I had to go down. I could do that. Maybe. No. Nope. That's not it, bruh. That either. I guess keep it straight. I can roll with that. That's cool. That's not bad. Nice little variation. That's a bass sound we made up ourselves. Tweak that jank. Tweak that jazz. Sound like that, boy. That's different. That's different right there. Vibrations, absolutely. So was this a loop that came with S1? Yes. Do you recognize it? Appreciate that, Dev. That sounds good. Appreciate that. Just leave the last measure blank and see if it will translate to the new clip. felt good. That felt good. I like that. I like that. At some point, I have to spell out the machine thing, break it out, structure that. First of all, let's go back to the original baseline. Yeah, go like that. It's like a full song right here, yo. Mm, mm, second baseline. Oh, maybe. I can hear a rap on this. Yeah. 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 Original baseline. Oh, this feels good. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we got. That's what we got. That's what we got. That's what we got. Blue skis. If I can count on my finger how many times you said you're gonna write to something, I don't mind though. Real talk, I don't mind. I don't mind. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's make it happen, brother. Yeah, man. You can hear yourself on this one. I would love to. I would love to hear what you, because you said that last time, and it was a couple other people who caught that as well. And we was on Discord, like, bro, we want to see what you coming up with, man. I think it'd be fire. I think it'd be hot, man. You just gotta you just gotta send me what you got. Let's see what you're working with, brother. You know, I need to build an agency or something. You guys telling me what artists y'all hear, I'm gonna put y'all to work. I'm I'm gonna have y'all to reach out to these people and be like, look, Ella did this on the stream. You need to put something to this. Reach out to these high profile artists. Blueski, you can lay the lyrics down and whatever, and we can send it, we can shop it, cause that's how you do it. You gotta these days you gotta send complete music to artists, and all they gonna do is replace it with their vocal, and a lot of times like background stuff like that, they leave that in there sometimes. as long as it's fire, you know. That's oh, I appreciate that, Sir Ron. I appreciate it. There's some talented people, man. Good to hear. I dig this vibe. Now that you can please break down this process for creative view so my screen can look like yours. Are you talking about when you say my screen? You mean like the stream? If that's what you talk about, then that adds perspective to something I'm thinking about. Because I was thinking about something. I was thinking about something. Let me ask y'all this to all of the 11 people that are watching. I don't know who's all here, but this is like kind of off the cuffs. Nobody's watching this video this long, like the aftermath, but since y'all here live with me, I just always wonder how people feel about the loops and sounds that come with stock, their DAW. Oh, Studio One. All right. All right, so Chris, check this out. Check this out. I'm gonna show you something. So we started the stream off with this. The only thing I brought over from Studio One was this guitar. That's it. Everything else I built myself. I just built on top of it. Matter of fact, nope. I ain't gonna even show you that. I'm gonna strip away all of the effects I put on there. This is the raw, bare bones. Can you hear that? I guess I could have chopped it, but I didn't want to because I was like, man, I can go somewhere with that. And that's what it sounds like, bare bone. Now, you can use stock stuff inside of DAWs. All you gotta do is put effects and stuff on it to bring it up, make it sound better or sound different. So with the effects, this is what we got. Now, here's the kicker. There is no melody in here. You know what I'm saying? It's just chord progression. There's no melody. The melody is right here. Is what we came up with. You know what I'm saying? So that's what that's the melody we came up with on our own. And then the drums and everything else, the little pigments thing right here, you know, I worked it out. I thought I messed up. So, oh, and the only other sample I pulled was from Arcade, which is the vocals, which is this right here. And that's it. And then um the only thing that I pulled to help support was the vocals, but again, the vocals were already chopped inside the arcade, and I just put it together and made my own little deal here. That's how you do that. You said you assume there's melody in that loop. I don't know if that term will ever make sense to me. Well, I think I get what you're saying because a lot of people usually when people grab loops, they always call them melody. Okay, so let me break it down. A melody is something that is memorable by the brain. Usually the melody is what the singer is singing, like in the hook area. That's why they call it a hook. You ever heard that term? A hook is the same thing as a chorus. The reason why they call it a hook is because it hooks you. So it's like it's like most of the times a good hook will linger in your head and you remember that song by that hook. That's usually the first thing you learn most of the times because the hook is super simple. It's got this melody to it. But the melody is usually like a one liner, you know. I forgot the notes, but it's like a one liner. Um, and if I could throw some songs, I probably can teach on this in the course. Yeah, that's a good idea. Matter of fact, I did. I remember me doing that. I forgot what course that was though. But if you listen to the guitar sound, it's just a chord progression. There's no melody there. Wait, let me get this one off of it. Okay, let me get that off of there. That's the chord. Another chord. That's a chord. Now that could be a melody. He was spelling that. That could be a melody, but usually it's not. It's not a melody. It's just he's just playing the chords. He broke it up in chords. There's no melody going throughout it, so it's just. That's a chord progression. It's just a chord progression. Chords moving from one one progression to another progression. So the melody is usually like high pitched sound, like the lead, a bell sound or whatever, something memorable, right? That's the part that could be copywritten. The melody in the lyrics. But a lot of people do get that term mixed up because they'll grab a sample when they hear guitars or when they hear piano, they'll say melody. They just automatically say it's a melody. Yeah, that melody. It's not a melody. It's chord progression. Like you can't. That's uh, that's a chord progression. That's a chord. But guitars can be they can be creative in how they spell the chords. Oftentimes they'll break it apart. That's what a typical guitar player would do. They'll break it apart, but it's your job to come up with the melody. There's a difference. It's a melody, then there's a chord progressions. Chord progressions cannot be copywritten. The problem here is that this sample is available inside of Studio One, and we talk on the subject before. Something like this will also be available on Splice, right? When you download this stuff, it's really not the issue of getting getting a copyright a copy. Okay, I'm finna get complicated now. Technically, like something like this could be copywritten, right? Only because the author who did this is his work, copywritten in that way, right? For sample library, because that's your work. It's the same as, um, I guess you could copyright drums that way. I've never heard of it though. Though you can't copyright drums, but if you are selling it on the website, you could say that that's your work. I have to look into that and see how that's done. But only copywritten in the way that that's his work. Like the guitar did that work. That's his work. But in a song like this, where they're supporting musical factors, drums and other key progressions that's to support this here, I can't copyright this like that alone. But if there's a melody, something that sticks out, then that's the melody. That's the part that can be remembered. I'm trying to think of a song as like an example. Um, trying to think, trying to think. The chord progression is memorable in a lot of sense, but you got to think about it. How many times have you heard this chord progression? This chord progression here, you've heard it before. I can almost promise you, you've heard it before. There's not there's really not a chord progression you can copyright because they are always used over and over and over. The melody, however, is the thing that you can copyright and call it your own. In it in this situation, what I should have did is was what I teach y'all all the time is when you take samples like this, you chop it up, move it around. Because the only thing that you're gonna have issues with is that someone else will have the same exact sample in their work. That is the big difference. You don't want to sound like somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You don't want someone else to identify that same exact sample, although it happens. But that's the only issue you'll run into. You won't run into any copyright issues because, first of all, it's in the library available to you and I. Second of all, it's not, you can't copyright that. Or at least I couldn't. I can copyright this as a whole song with the melody on it. You know what I'm saying? But if I was to take that just one guitar thing, I couldn't copyright that because I didn't play it. It's not my work. I didn't come up with that physically. But the entire song, I can. You, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying, but there is a difference. Um, I'm thinking of a song. This is a good topic though. It's giving me ideas of how I can better explain this, like in the course. Yeah, that is a good idea. I need to write that down. I'm going to speak on it in the course. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna have some examples to better help you understand how how this works. Like melody versus chord progression. I'm gonna break it down. It's gonna only be available in the course. I'm doing the best I can. If you guys picked up what I just said, that's great. But there are some people who don't get it, and I think you'll get it better if I break it down. That's a term I always hear people like get twisted. I'm like, that's not a melody. That's it's not. It's not a melody. It's like I can go here again and go to my loops because usually people will do this, right? guitar player, he just spelling it. He just being creative, spelling it. It's not a melody, but a lot of people will call it a melody because they hear some type of musical movement. They immediately call it a melody. It's not a melody. It's almost like saying a beat maker is a producer. Not necessarily. A beat maker is a beat maker. A music producer is different than a beat maker. But we use that term interchangeably because that's just how a lot of people identify. So music producer, first thing you say, music producer, music producer. Um, but he's just a beat maker. He just make the beats and he sell it off, and that's it. He don't have to deal with any context after that. He made his money, and boom, he walk away and do something else. So it's almost like that. People get the terms mixed up. You know. There's another one. That's a melody. That's a melody. That will be a melody. That's just a chord progression. You said I'm scared to death to use loops and samples because I can't differentiate the difference. No problem. No problem. This topic just gave me an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and do a course on it, and I'm gonna break it down so that you can you know what I mean. I'll clear it up. I'll clear it up. Facts. Chord progression can't be copywritten. Right. Exactly. Too many people use the same chords. It's like impossible to copyright chords. Exactly. Exactly. Um, Definitely waiting on. Yeah, absolutely. I'm hesitant to use loops sometimes because it don't feel original, but at the same time, probably we can find dope part of samples, uh, old record because nobody else will have found the samples. Okay, so I'm gonna explain to you the reason why samples exist like this, right? Um, so and you have a valid point there, and I mean that's a good one. Everybody's different. Everybody can't play the guitar, and you know, um, yeah, as simple as that. That's why I was the stuff. Somebody was like, you know what? I can make a lot of money selling my work. You know what I mean? Um, Everybody can't play the guitar. Everybody can't afford to pay a guitarist to play for them. That's two factors right there. So this world exists, right? Um, you sound like me though. I usually don't use samples if I'm going after an artist like placement, like major artists, whatever. The big issue would be is these samples are cleared. Do you have permission to use the samples? Because record labels don't want to deal with that. So you can't give them stuff you just sampled and chopped up and thinking that you're gonna get placed. That's not how it works. Um, you have to have that stuff cleared in order to move forward. And you already know how that goes. To get something clear can be costly, and it can take a long time to get it cleared. That's just the nature of the beast. Now they do make a lot of samples royalty free, which is great, But again, like I said earlier, you're gonna run into other people using the same samples because they make it available online And the person who created that stuff is capitalizing big time. Um, so when you working with samples like that, I say it's just best that you take those samples and you chop them in a way that makes it different from anybody else. Now, it's free for you to use. Like, okay, you pay a subscription to Splice or Sphere, sounds.com, whatever, right? Loop Cloud. You pay a subscription to those places to grab those samples on there. All right. So now you have the samples. Now it's up to you to take those and make them, change them up. Now, the difference between grabbing a sample from a website like that versus taking a sample from a major artist, a song that's already playing on radio, won a Grammy, like Michael Jackson or James Brown or something like that. The difference there is that the samples you grab from somewhere like Splice, they already made it royalty free for you. So you don't have to worry too much about dealing with copyright issues as you would if you were to sample James Brown music. That's totally different. And you didn't get that stuff cleared. Oh, that's a major lawsuit or whatever. However they decide they want to deal with that. That's the difference there. That's the first thing. Um just going back to why these samples are being created, you know, I don't play the guitar. I know what a guitar sound like. I can emulate them as best I can, but this stuff is great for people like me, add them to a track. But you have to be creative about it. That's the only thing. Being very creative is there for you to use. You have the right to use it because you're paying. It's in the end user agreement on splice.com or wherever you download it from. You can use this stuff royalty free. But the only thing you're going to have issue with, like I said before, is that somebody else is using that same exact sample. You won't get in the copyright um, trouble, but you run the risk of your song sound like somebody else. I don't want my song sound like somebody else, so I'm gonna take this stuff, put some effects on it, chop them up, move them around, and you're good to go. It's as simple as that. Or you could just make your own music and don't worry about samples. You can go that route as well. Ain't nobody arguing with you. I'm just explaining, why it exists, why this space exists, and who's buying and stuff. And if you do, what to do to protect yourself and stand out, I guess. You know. Um I use samples inside the DAW all the time. Drums mainly, drums or effects, stuff like that. Absolutely. I'll utilize that stuff. Cause it's like it's quick stuff to get help you get stuff done. And sometimes it's not guitar parts like this that's holding the ground of the song. Is sometimes it's like little riffs, like something like that. If you're using something, you can't get in if it's something like that that's supporting the song and the guitar is not the main drive of the song. You know what I mean? Like something that's picking at it. You can't get in trouble for that because first of all, it's not a melody. It's just a support. You know, I will stay away from things that sounds like melodies. Like I just played y'all a melody, but I wouldn't use that. I certainly wouldn't use that. Absolutely not. And on splice.com, there are melodies on there. There is melodies. I refrain from that stuff. You know what I mean? I just grab like progressions, drum samples, um, and then I chop up the progressions and move them around. But on the stream, I don't really do. I haven't done much of it, like chopping them or whatever on the stream. I just build on top of it just for the stream. But doing work in the real world, I probably would do something different. You know what I mean? You just got to know what to do, and I'm gonna create that course for y'all so I can better explain it. Cause in the course, I'll have examples. I can't show y'all examples because I will get a copyright strike on YouTube. So we're limited right now. So I'll prepare a course for you guys. That way I can just show you guys like the artists. You know, y'all remember this? Like the moment that you hear, you know what it is. Those are the. But sometimes that's what melodies are. Melodies are memorable things, but sometimes the drums are. You ever heard Billie Jean, Michael Jackson? When the drums start, you know that song. You know what I mean? Sometimes drums are memorable, you know what I mean, depending on the style and like how unique it is. But even then, the drums itself is not copywritten. Or maybe it is. Now I would say Michael Jackson is probably the only one that can do that. But typically, in a typical situation, you can't copyright drums. Even like that. That's you it's not a melody, it's just drums. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'll have all that info for you guys. Which is why y'all should be hopping over there right now. CreativeU.art, baby. Yeah, strum chords, pretty much. I mean, one could argue that particular sample I'm dealing with could end up as a melody because of what it was doing in certain parts of it. I mean, we can argue. No, you couldn't. That's just progression all day, all day. Yeah, that's not a melody. That's just chords. Yeah, that right there. If I made that part right there, build, but it's not. It's just chords. That voice goes, here we go. That could be a melody. You know what I mean? Here we go. That's a melody. Come on, everybody sing. When you cut the music on, it go. That's a melody. That's the part. You can't sing out the chord progression. That's another way to think about it. Can you sing a chord progression, a triad chord? Like your voice is not. The only person that can do that is Layla Hathaway. She the only person that can sing chords. But other than that, you can't sing out these chords. There's parts that you can bellow out one notes. That's what a melody is. What up, Snipe? That boy is in the building. What up, bro? Now the label does the clearing. The label does the clearing, he says. Snipe says the label does the clearing. I would say it depends. I've been in situations where they always ask, "Are your samples like? Do you have samples for It's always like one of those things where like they ask you beforehand. I mean, if you in a sweet situation with the label, then yeah, you know what I mean. But um, you gotta take them samples out. I guess it depends on who you working with. So what about the bass lines? I remember people use to fight over whose bass lines came out first. Our bass lines considered melodies as well. Uh, Only if it's played like a melody. That's a good question. I will say the answer to that is no. But it's only a certain instance where if it's the melody, you know what I'm saying? Um, Earth, Wind, and Fire does stuff like that. Man, y'all gonna make me dig up some stuff. Like only in certain occasions like that. But it's not like it's not the bass line per se. You know what I mean? It's just that the bass line happens to play that melody. You know what I mean? But based on what you're talking about, like who cares who came out with the bass line first? I mean, I think I think the I think that comes in where like say like Earth, Wind, and Fire play the bass line. I don't know what group is next to that. So like the Earth, Wind, and Fire. Who else would say Earth, Wind, and Fire came out with a bass line, and since we already said Michael Jackson, let's just use Michael Jackson, right? So Earth, Wind, and Fire came out with a bass line. Michael Jackson come out with a song with the same bass line, right? It's clear who came out with it first. Earth, Wind, and Fire, obviously, because it's two different timelines. But like I I think they're the only ones. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. A song that come out with them and these two people, they the only ones that can fight and say, well, who bass line came out first? I came up with that first, bro. You know, and Michael Jackson be like, because you know how Michael Jackson got a vote of stuff that ain't never released. He can arguably say, I came up with that bass line when I was still brown and had a fro. You know what I mean? And and then I just came out with that. Whatever. Like they the only two that can argue about that, and they're the only ones that they the only ones can go to court and but a bass line, bruh, like if the bass line is the melody, then that's the only way you can fight. But in most cases, the bass line is usually the supporting part of a song. I've, I don't know. Those are unique situations, very unique situations. See, I personally gravitate to loops and samples that I know I can manipulate. Yeah, yeah. That's great. That's great. What's up, boy? Wonder what's cracking, yo? What's cracking? If you use a sample like it is, then yeah, you run into risk of sounding like someone else. But Ella says chop it and make it unique to your musical. Now I'm gonna stop there for a second because I think I was saying something. I don't know if I really made a point there. So like when you download stuff from Splice and you move stuff around, right? Think about it. You have you have the right to do that, and you're totally covered. The only thing you'll be fighting is just sounding like somebody else. As long as you chop it up, you're good. If you do that, like I was saying before, if you do that to James Brown music or Michael Jackson music, chop it up, move it around, you will be sued. That's the difference between that, and Splice. Splice, you have permission to do that, and it is suggested. And in fact, you don't have to do it if you don't want to. You can put it out just like as is, but you just gonna sound like somebody else that's using that sample. That's the only thing with that. But don't do that to a James Brown. And then don't try to get real slick and think, man, I'm gonna chop it enough that that they ain't gonna even know. They ain't gonna even notice. Nah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because they have technology now that they can detect They can detect what you're using. It ain't no 7 seconds. It's like I don't. That doesn't exist. Like I say, if you believe that theory, go ahead. Use 6 seconds of a sample and see what happens. And then you're gonna be like, man, I should have listened to Ella. He did say that. Yeah, that what is it? 3 seconds? I think it was 7 seconds. That people say you can use up to 7 seconds before you get in trouble. Nah, that doesn't work. If you run samples and loops through Serato and let Serato chop it up, it'll be having yeah. It's funny. I still ain't got Serato. That's sad. I am a sad brother. How to avoid trouble using output arcade loops? That's a good question. Well, it's just the same as what we've been talking about now. If you grab a song, a sample from arcade, you gotta chop that joint up. It's the same because almost everybody use arcade. Um, but um, I usually use it for vocals. Like I think you're okay with like vocal like background stuff, which is why I put so much reverb on it a lot of times. When I use vocals, it's more so like felt and not heard, which is why I blend it in the background somewhere because the main vocal is going to go on top of that. That that's just how I do that, and I grab a bunch of like drum samples, like loops and stuff like that. Like um, if I'm grabbing chord progression or something like that, I think I'm okay. I think you're okay. Again, as long as you're grabbing stuff that supports it and you put effects on it or whatever. Chord progressions in most cases, I think you're okay if you're grabbing that stuff from arcade. I mean, cause even if you notice, arcade comes with the big old modules where you can put effects on it. It's like they encourage you to put effects, change the knobs, change the sliders, get what you need out of it, and everything already come chopped up. So they give you that option, that freedom to chop stuff as you see fit. So it's almost impossible to come out with the same stuff as somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I do all day. I go in and I take stuff and I chop stuff around to come up with my own version of that to fit the song that I'm working on. And that's what I've been doing. So if you do it like that, then you should be fine. One day at a time, bro. One step at a time. Then we get the for real blurred lines beef. I love arcade. The whole world be using the loops in it. I just use it to fill blanks and some of the beats. Yeah, that's a good point, Mello. That's a great point. Snipe says some drum patterns can be copywritten. For example, I had to replace the Phil Collins interpretation, interpolation that wasn't even exact time field, but it was close. See that I had mentioned that. I mentioned that. I was like, it's only certain instances where drums could be copywritten, but it's not often. But those drums had to be unique. Like even chord progressions. I think I heard that some chord progressions like it's got to be unique in a way where it's like it can only be played, but it's not common that chord progressions are copywritten. But I believe that about drums too. Of course, like Phil Collins, like Phil Collins, right? Like Phil Collins can copyright his stuff. He can copyright the sound of the drums, the tone. Um, Yeah, yeah, bro. I don't even know how we got off into this subject, or I can replay it for you. Yeah, I would. I usually just stay away from. You know, most of the times I just stay away from the samples. That's what I've been doing lately. Well, for years actually. I kind of only been using arcade because I talk about it. You know, talk about this stuff. And people send me stuff, and I just talk about it. Yeah, if you can't sing it, it ain't a melody. Yeah, Mister White, I do the best I can, bro. Jim, what up? What up? What up? What up? Creative. I did. What up, Jim? Most of us have. Most of us have that luxury. I feel this question coming though, but by the way, ha is melodies. It's arpeggios are melodies. No, but again, it just depends on how it depends on how the arpeggios are played. You know what I mean? If it's going to be something that if it's going to hold the place of a melody, but usually arpeggios are things that just supports the song and make the song colorful. You know, in the background, just kind of fill things up. But if sometimes arpeggios just may be the melody of the song, just, then at that point, then yeah. So yeah, they asked to know you need to clear it, but that's the label job to clear it and not ours. We just take a hit and publish it in the pro calls. Absolutely, absolutely. Hey, I'm late on the comments, guys. I'm trying to catch up because I'm trying to hit them all. Wait, somebody, who was that? I've been to mashup songs that had the same chord progression and they were top hits or popular. I haven't seen or read anything about lawsuit. Yeah, that's a good point, 803. You know, like chord progressions cannot be copywritten. Therefore, you can use. There was a couple of videos that came out that is showing all of the songs that had the same chord progression, and they were all hits, but the melody was different, but the same chord progression. And it's a lot of them that are using the same chord progression. That's different from the melody. But I'm glad we hit this topic because a lot of people get that confused. They hear a chord progression like, oh, that's the melody. No, it's not. Your last track was all arcade. I think you're okay, depending on what you do with it. You probably couldn't give it to a label, you know. You could probably get a TV placement with it. I think arcade is you're good if you're going after a TV placement. I think you You solid right there. That's cool. Nothing wrong with it, Jim. Same thing. I'm catching up, guys. Let's see. What's up, BMG? Have I ever heard of track lib? Yes, I have. Yep, I have. I think I heard Questlove talk about track lib. You probably did. Phil is a drummer, so it makes sense. But it's something you need. Yep, yep. You make a good point. Yeah, these are good topics that we have in the Discord channel. So you guys want to join us on Discord. These are some of the same topics we talked on. But yeah, to your point, Phil Collins, you know, he's like the man. Like, dude, he got his own drums. He got his own. He got his own. Like Phil Collins is an artist all by himself. Like he can sell out an arena just playing his drums. Like he's his own. You know what I'm saying? So people like that can copyright drums. If I come up with a drum crew, I promise you I couldn't copyright that. I couldn't copyright that. Not me. Maybe one day I could. As his drums, he had like it's just a certain style, and he was the only one that was doing it like that. And so they therefore, yeah, and even yeah, and then coming if you do something that comes remotely close to it, it makes sense. I will rewrite watch this in the morning. I've been using copyright free samples packs for sound design, and a lot of times you'll get things started and it gets replaced with something else I made. Yep, I've done that plenty of times. Mr. Watt says 1545 6251. I wonder what those are. Are those uh are those chord intervals? Arcade isn't royalty free. Yeah, it is. Arcade is arcade is royalty free, but it's just like Splice. Like Splice is royalty free, but arcade there's a million people on there that has arcade that's using the same samples. That's what I was saying to everybody. Like when you download stuff, if you're doing like percussion stuff, shakers, claps, hi hats, that stuff you're fine. And I still sometimes chop that stuff and put effects on it just to fit the track better. But yeah, it's the same thing because they have like melodies on there. Sometimes like chord progressions and stuff like that. My thing was arcade is set up to where they give it to you with the tools. Say here, you can use these samples, and we encourage you to use the effects. So we got this right here, you know. So it's like they encourage it, and you can make your own kits with it and use their effects in there. So um, catching up. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I said, gotta bounce, y'all. Okay, this stuff is like rocket science for sure. Yeah, Devin, you've you're in the middle of a conversation that is need to have, and or that you need to hear because you're in this industry and you're just starting out. So it's like, what the hell? And why even is that even something of importance? All you want to do is make beats. That's how most people are. So when you making beats, there are other factors that goes into it. Like you can't just make beats all day cause then, you know, you gotta understand how the music industry works. You gotta understand copyright. You gotta understand these different elements when you're doing music, because if you don't know what you're doing, you'll shoot yourself in the foot. If you don't know that you're not supposed to go in arcade and just take that stuff and just use it and create an entire beat using only arcade stuff, or going on splice.com and using only that stuff. Oh, there's a melody. Put that on top and the beat is done. And you don't think that you're going to get a copyright strike, you know, um, then that's you have to know a little bit of music business and read the fine print. You know, these are things that exist. But I say it's a good thing that these things are available to you so that you can hear. That's another thing. I'll listen to these samples and I learn from some of them sometimes. Like, oh, okay, I see how this is being recorded. I get it. I see how clean that sounds. I get it. You know what I mean? Sometimes I take mental notes on certain things. Like, ah, okay, this is how this is done, and then go back and try to do it myself. I guess sometimes it's like that. I think I'm caught up. It's the master recording file under SR copyright, that you need clearance for because you are taking it from original source. Facts. But you got to find out. The other part is it it's a hassle trying to find who copyright such sample. You know what I mean? Again, using James Brown. Like you would think, oh, that's easy. I'm going there and search James Brown. James Brown owned that. So now that he doesn't, he passed on. Even when he was here. Now that might be a bad idea because I want to say James Brown wrote all his stuff, so it might be easier to just. But you still have to reach his people. You have to go through his managers and stuff like that. But I believe he might be the copyright owner. But most of the times, on like these artists that have music, th- they're not the writers. So then you got to go and find the writers of like if you was going after the lyrics, you got to find the writers first and go through that whole channel, and then you got to find the producer who did that. And there may be 50 producers on one song. So now you got to get permission from all of them producers or whoever who had their hands in the production to get the clearance or whatever. Like Snipe said, he had a good point. He said that it's the job of the record label to do that. But if you're not with a label, then like that could be costly. Yeah, Deb, don't get frustrated. You are in the right place. getting the knowledge, keep soaking it up. Yeah, man. You at a good point too. You at a good point in your career to get all of the stuff like all at once. Like as you go, as you move forward in this journey, you at a good spot right now. It's better to know this stuff now before you move forward and then you come to a point in your career where you like, man, this beat is fire. I'm ready to send this off. And had no clue on how this other stuff works. And then be in big trouble when you send it off. The beat is fire. But it's got a bunch of James Brown samples in it. And you thought it was cool because you listened to somebody tell you you can take up to 7 seconds and you should be good. Listen to somebody like that. Nah, bro, you can't. Don't do it. All you gotta do is chop it up. Nah, you can't. You can't do that unless you go after clearing it. You know, if you need to use samples from major artists, then you got to clear it. You got to clear that joint first. Like I say, I just like to avoid it. So I come up with my own stuff. I create my own stuff. I don't even deal with any of that. You know what I mean? I take ideas from all over the place, and I just come up with my own stuff, and usually come out as something different, but inspired by this, but it usually come out different. That's my method. It works for me. Oh man, finally caught up. I may have missed somebody though. Thumbs up on the video, guys. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Subscribe, 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 subscribe. That's what we got. That's what we got. Said the beat. The beat is hypnotic. I appreciate that. I'm. I always say this. I'm gonna work on this. I, you know, I'm gonna do a stream where I'm gonna just be working on all of the other streams and finishing them. That's what I. That's what I need to do. Yeah, that would be fire right there. Do like a series, just finishing up the music I do on these streams, just finishing them all up. There's a few of them that I actually sent off and got them, placed and stuff like that. But it's also some that I haven't touched or heard since I did it on the stream. So I might do that. It is. Morning, yeah, definitely get. All right, guys. Yeah, that would be something else, huh? Just think, man. We got what? 138 streams? Man. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. Set a sound selection course. So, I gotta figure out how I would do that sound selection course because I did that on my how to make no how to be a how to produce music how to produce a song that course. Yeah, I did that. I did that on that course, but it's outdated. It was in Logic, so I guess it would behoove me to go ahead and do a course, another course like that, talking about sound selection, like picking good sounds. Um, yeah, sound selection course. Yeah, that's a good idea though. Thanks for the stream. As I also learned some more stuff. be a good idea. All right, guys. I think that's all I got. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm going. Yeah, man. I mean, it's about time I update that part. You know what I mean? Because we dealing with new sounds now. A lot of things has changed between that time. But making good music is all about sound selection. You know what I mean? Because a chord progression using one sound can change the game completely using a different type of sound. Like it can totally sound different. The same chord progression. So, it could definitely change the vibe like tremendously. It's all about sound selection and drums, using drums, picking the correct drums that are punchy, drums that hits a certain way depending on the music that you're doing. Drums in 2021 versus drums that people used in 1992. You know, those drums are still around. But if you're trying to create trap music using drums from the 90s, it may or may not work depending on what you're trying to do. But most times it's not if you're trying to go for the modern sound. You know what I'm saying? So picking the right stuff, even like, because if you pick the right sounds from first pick, you don't have to do much changing and you know changing the tone of something, like making drums sound a certain, well, yeah, making drums sound a certain way when all you had to do was pick the correct sounds from the get-go. You save yourself a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? So having libraries that's already set to go, ready to go. I think that's the way to go. Oh yeah, I mean, sometimes old school stuff sounds good on modern stuff. You know what I mean? It just depends. It just depends. It really just depends. This is why one-on-one sessions with you guys is crucial, I believe, because if anybody here is like Devin, then it's going to be one of those things where we have to sit down and kind of like go through stuff one by one, and I can just like share some stuff, kind of help you understand a little better. Oh no, man, you can't Google this stuff. You can't Google this stuff. You can't Google this type of stuff, bro. You ain't gonna find this on Google. This is one of those things you can't find. It's almost like typing um how to mix a song on Google. Now there's gonna be a million things that pop up, but you also gonna but through through those million people, who should you be listening to? You know, like no one can technically teach you how to mix. Like I can show you the fundamentals, but your ear is gonna be different from mine or from anybody. You can definitely learn the basics or whatever, but everybody have their own technique. Truly, everyone has their own technique, and with that being said, there's just going to be some things that you're not going to find on Google. There's some things you're not going to find in the books. Like I have a book. I have a couple of books. When I was in school, it was based on mixing. Um, yeah, mainly on mixing, and it's like some of the stuff doesn't even matter no more now that we moved on years later. I mean, the fundamentals exist, um, but it's like we have different tools now, different tools and different. It's like different things is happening. Like the mixing, even the mixing per se, the techniques and stuff kind of changed a little bit in terms of the sound. You know, so, now we got. Yeah, you can't Google that, man. That's just one of those things you can't Google. That's why you got to get with people who you trust, people that you follow, you trust their sound, you trust their judgment, and you lock in with them. Which is why you locked in with me, and I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take good care of you. Yeah, man. Let's continue the one on ones, and I'll be doing. You have some good ideas as far as courses I could be working on to release pretty soon. So I'll put this stuff in the course. Absolutely, because I'm pretty sure there's a lot more people who who had these type of questions. It's almost like music production. Like everybody has their own way of producing music, but you can't really like. I have courses, and I only hope that you guys, you know, scale from that and learn from it. But if this ain't in you, it just ain't in you. You're not gonna pick it up. It's just not in you. Sorry to say, making beats is, if it's a hobby, that's great. That's one thing. If you're trying to turn it into a career, it's a selective amount of people who can pull that off. You know what I'm saying? I I hope to get you guys there, but and I'll do the best I can. But when you sitting there making beats, it's going to be a mixture of what you learn from me, what you learn from YouTube, other people, and then it's going to be you. What do you what are you going to do next? You know what I mean? How would you put all that stuff together and make it gel and sound good and make some sense out of it? You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's going to be you. It's not going to be, you know, I'm not going to make the beat for you. I can get you there. I can show you stuff. But when you turn on your machine, when you turn on your equipment, it's going to be like, all right, so here we go. How I'm going to do this? Yeah, man, it's all about you. That's why they say it's not the equipment that makes you a beat maker or makes you a great producer. It's the person behind that stuff. So that's why you guys should not be hung up on every plug-in that comes out, every instrument that comes out, every device that comes out. 'Cause that stuff ain't gonna make you better than what you already doing now. It looks better, but you gonna do the same thing. That's a good point, Mr. White. You gotta find your clientele. That's a good point. That's a good point. You gotta find the right people who gels with you, you know. Well, I can honestly say that from what I hear on these streams, I can trust you to help me fill in the blanks. Gracias. I appreciate that. I really do. And I try to keep it transparent as possible, you know. I try to, I do the best I can to help, whatever. Um, like Devin, like this guy started out like a year ago, right? And I've heard him progress. He has gotten, he's taken what I say, and I can hear and see the improvements. You know, I ain't the only teacher I am, and I'm not gonna claim I'm the best one, but I have a little tricks in my sleeve. I have a few things I can say. I also had students that land placements. That was amazing. I have people that follow me for years, and hey, bro, I listen to what you say, and I land this here. I was like, whoa, okay, all right, that's what's up. Yeah, it happened. It happened. It's like maybe one or two people. I think it was two people that happened to. So yeah. But all right, guys, I'm gonna get on out of here. L up from Creative Sound, Creative University. I'm gonna throw up this sign right quick. Y'all go here, creativeu.art. It takes the right sensei. I believe you are the right sensei. I appreciate it. I really do. And I'm gonna keep doing what I do. You know what I mean? Because I want to help. But we're gonna have to end this here. On that note, I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll take it easy. Have fun. Remember, music is art. You the artist. Paint your pictures. Stay creative without rules. I like that. It's not always what you say. It's all about what comes through the speakers.